G'day everyone. It's been an incredibly busy couple of months for me. This mainly with the web store, a lot of orders coming through. Obviously a lot of people with free time on their hands because of this coronavirus crisis that's happening at the moment. It's good to see people coming to our hobby for some probably mental relief and to be able to do something constructive. Learn a new skill. If you're stuck at home, this is a perfect skill. You don't have to leave your house. You just order the parts and you build something, and you learn something as well. Learn new skills like soldering and some basic electronics and things like that. So it's really good to see that happening. So the purpose of this video is the 10-minute amp project that we released about a month ago now has been incredibly popular, and there's been some questions about whether you could use the 10-minute amp for bass as well. And the short answer is yes, and it's very easy to do as well. So basically you can pretty much just build the 10-minute amp as it is, and it'll work well for bass. You may want to increase the bass input though, and to do that it's also very simple. All you need to do is increase the input capacitor value. So that's C1. So if we're looking at the schematic, try and get this on the screen nice and clearly for you. So that's this capacitor here, C1. You can see the default value is 10 nanofarad. At 10 nanofarad you might find it actually is enough, but usually what I recommend with input capacitors, because it's a bit of a to taste sort of thing, I'd put sockets on that position and just change that capacitor to your liking. I actually did this with the original 10-minute amp. That's how I came up with the 10 nanofarad for guitar, because it was a little bit too much the way it was, the default value, so we lowered it to 10 nanofarad. So it's a good idea to just experiment with that capacitor. So start at 10 nanofarad. You could try 22 nanofarad. Wouldn't go above 100 nanofarad though, that would be way too much. But you probably find somewhere around 10 or 22 nanofarad should be enough. It varies a little bit depending on your setup, your guitar and your amp, etc. But yeah, just socket that and you can just change it as you please. So I'm going to pass you over to Eric now. He's going to give you a demonstration of actually what the 10-minute amp sounds like on bass, a sound demo as such. So I'm going to send you over to him.
Alright, just want to give a quick demonstration here of some of the abilities of the 10-minute amp. So we have one right here. It's powered by a 9-volt power supply going straight into the wall. We have an output jack, which I have running directly into the back of my cabinet here, which is a Harley Benton 212. It's got two Celestion Vintage 30 speakers, 12-inch ones, rated at 60 watts at 8 ohms. So I have it on an 8 ohm setting right now. So one of the questions that I get is, how loud is this thing? Well, I know that YouTube compresses the audio, so using just the YouTube audio to figure that out is going to be kind of rough. So I have a decibel gauge set up here on my tablet. The other question that I get is, well, how does it work with bass? So, I got a bass. Let's find out. So first we're going to do cleans. I have the volume right now at 9 o'clock. Sounds pretty good. Let's bring the volume all the way up to 3 o'clock, aka very loud. Let's see how that works. Sounds pretty good to me. And this is with no EQ, no compression, no nothing. It's just bass through some true bypass pedals going straight into the amp. Alright, let's bring the volume back down to 9 o'clock and let's throw on some fuzz and let's hear how it sounds like with a little bit of distortion going on. test. Sounds pretty good. Alright, now let's bring the volume all the way up to 3 o'clock. Basically almost all the way max volume. Alright, now let's try something like chords. Anyways, that's a demonstration. Does it work with the bass? I think so. Does it work bass with distortion? Oh yeah, I think it does. Does it sound well clean? I think so. So, give it a shot. Cheers.